Alright, welcome back everyone. 欢迎大家回来。今天是187天 right? It is day 187. Less than 2 weeks until our 200. Gotta start preparing. Okay. Oh, sorry. A little out of breath. Okay. Nothing like a little bit of lunges and whatnot. Get the blood going. Legs on fire. Okay, so we got a lot yesterday. It was a bit of a low energy day. So we got some weaknesses. Bay or prepare. The one that I forgot yesterday, which came to my mind after stream, was Cho, which is smoke. No, actually not smoke. To take out. Is combined with Ying or Choing to smoke. And our units again. Chun. Chinese inch. Not to be confused with Yingchun, which is English inch. And what was something that we threw in for measure? Oh, Jiang, which is a Chinese yard or distance thing. So Jing and Ying. Alright, gold and silver. Worth going over because of Yin and Jin. The reason why is Jin right? Yeah, Jin and Jin are very close, but they're actually not that. Jin, this is oh wait, Gin, sorry. Not Jin, but Gin is over here, which is closer to Jin than it is Keen. And Keen is further from Jin than Gin is, so that can be a little bit problematic in my head. And then I lost Jian. Lost Jian. I think, yeah, Jian, which is gradually. Pretty sure those are most of them from yesterday. That's quite a lot. Usually it's 2 or 3. 6 or like 5 is kind of on the higher end. Alright, let's get into our lessons.
闹钟
闹钟 now okay, so noise clock, alarm clock, okay, to make noise bell. Oh yeah, that's right, it's also bell. I think of zhong to default to clock, but that's bell. Noise bell, alarm clock works too. Or an alarm. 闹钟，我的闹钟是用来叫我起床的 yeah 起床的 my alarm clock is used to wake me or to tell me or to alert me, to call me to wake up. So it's used to wake me up. 用来叫 okay.
闹钟
闹钟
宁静
宁静 peaceful and quiet, tranquil. Peaceful, quiet, calm, quiet, peaceful. Yeah, it's all of them. Requires context to know what you're referring to. 这是一个宁静的小 town 小 something 小镇 interesting 小镇 small town. I guess that's gotta encompass most of the town. Or it could be like small area or a small community or a small location or a tucked location, which could elicit town. So it doesn't have to be town. Or for its major use, I suppose.
宁静
宁静
缺席
缺席缺席 lacking mat, lacking seat. I think we're going to 缺席 we have actually in Japanese. I think this has 缺 has replaced, which I don't know if it's a simplified, because this looks unsimplified, so it could be this character could be have used to replace this, but I actually don't know anymore. We've gone past our simplified Chinese, so it's not clear if simplified Chinese uses this character like in Japanese or not. But this is the substitute. Both of these find each other in places. It kind of looks like this, you know, if you take this part and then you just add this part, then you kind of have this if you combine it. And then get rid of all the rest of the strokes. 缺席, which also means to be absent or absence. Yeah, absence. Oh, what was it? Ketsu. Keseki. 这次会议没人缺席在会议 That doesn't look like E. Oh, it is E. 会议 for meeting. Yeah, that makes sense actually.
缺席项目
项 paper cross beams 项 you know, chapel, bathroom, item. So item plus mu. C item, a project. Or I item. Your next project is to build a giant eye out of the various items you have around you. You stack some paper and pencils and other items and slowly make an eye with them. Whoa, that was a hard and strange project. Okay. This might not be how I would go about it. Although it's kind of I use this stuff closer to Wanikani's actually. When you're keeping your eye on a fixed thing is to create like a project or a goal. A lot of things that deal with keeping your eyes on something is to make the thing possible. So when you have your eyes on an item, it becomes a project. It's your project to keep an eye on. It's gonna come up later too. I've already there's like 6 or 7 vocabulary. I'm not sure if they're gonna add it or not. That deals with MAKU, and it has something to do with a program. So if you're keeping your eyes on like, say like a news report or something, it can end up being a program. Or like your eyes on fitness or an eyes on the ball or something. It can end up being something like related to sports or something like that. I don't know. This one is kind of rough. Yeah, you can kind of see how they had to bend over backwards to connect the eye and the item into project. The question is, will I remember this? Maybe. 项目 OK 这个项目需要更多的时间 This program needs more time more of time okay.
项目暑假
hot. This is the hot or the heat vacation, 2 hour 冬假 or cold vacations, summer vacation. 我计划在暑假去旅行。I plan to be going to summer vacation. I plan summer vacation to travel, or I plan to travel during summer vacation. Yeah, sure. Yep. It's interesting that there's shortcuts because I would have added 时间 or something, or 间 no 时 probably 时 at the end. That's probably redundant and stuff. I speak a little redundantly sometimes in Fujonese, and it kind of translates to Mandarin. Like 我计划 right 我计划在暑假时去旅行. So I was saying like my summer vacation time. So I plan to travel during my summer vacation time, like the time in which during my summer vacation. That's where the during comes from, but I guess it might be redundant because of 在, because you're at summer vacation, so that makes sense. I don't know. There's these little things that will make it sound unnatural.
暑假
And I don't concern myself with that type of thing. You just do it. You use your vocabulary until you pick up people's patterns or other people's patterns. That's I wanted to share that kind of example because I think constantly thinking whether it's unnatural or natural or native or not native is an impediment, in my opinion, a mental impediment to using target language and engaging in other people. If the other person constantly ridicules you and don't want to talk to you because you're unnatural sounding or non-native sounding, then they're not your friends. So, right, what I mean is you can use them as a litmus test, but they're not, in my opinion, if you have to be brutally objective about it, then you shouldn't be friends with them. Friends say weird things to each other. They like exchange things, and it can be like you learn from each other. So obviously be polite when you don't want to be friends with someone. Like you want to be worried about that in public. But when you're genuinely like trying to learn a language and use a language, I don't like it's like saying do native speakers don't sound weird to each other or say weird things to friends and family. I guess maybe not in Japanese. I can't speak for Japanese or Chinese people. But that is sure as heck not the situation with English speakers, or at least the Americans that I have interacted with. We sound way weirder, way different than the whole public native thing. Like yesterday I had the opportunity to sound like what I would normally sound like in a different environment when I was talking to someone about science. So I think that fixation on native unnatural thing, it is great to pay attention to it for sure, but there's only so much that it eventually may become an impediment to exploring a language through experience. And that's one of them. Like I've been reading these context sentences for close to 200 days now, and every time I'm like, oh, that's an interesting way to say it. Maybe the way I'm saying it is a little weird. So I've been, like 你十家打算做什么? So in your summer vacation plans to do what, right? So what do you plan to do for your summer vacation? You can also say like 你在暑假干什么 or something like that, which can be like a little too direct, or something like what did you do? So, or you could be applying did or will do or something, but it doesn't say, like it would be in the present tense, right? Or future tense. So you don't have to actually even say plan, but that's kind of good to add plan to be more explicit. It's interesting. I cut a lot of corners, or sometimes I add even more words. It gets really wordy. English is the same. I get wordy from time to time. I don't think being concise, natural sounding, or hyper efficiency, or trying to you can learn from the model, but constantly being worried about it is, in my opinion, not conducive to communication. I think communication, especially spoken language and between people, is one of those things that it's very difficult to replace with theory, right? With concepts. You must, at least in my opinion, it's very much a do. And there's the daily Twitch viewer bot spam. Account was made July 11th, yesterday. You could do better. You could do better, spammers. Low effort. Could do better. What was that? No. Is it no? Right? Yes. No. No, Shimo. Wow. Wait. I don't remember this. Did I skip something? Oh no, I didn't skip something. This is 闹钟。
闹钟。
宁静
宁静。
very cool. Che mat. Che xi.
缺席。
Whoops. Che xi. Since. Dang it, that's 项目. I missed the A.
暑假。
暑假。
项目。
项目。诶，盖子 a lid. That can help with the guy. Guy is weak. It's a new week. Newish. 这个盖子很重 very heavy 很重。请小心盖子很热 interesting. Please be careful. 请小心。
盖子。首席。
Makes sense. That's seat as in level seat. So actually, how many things? Seat position, yeah. Someone's position. Because this is the head position. So the chief. 首席. Chief, leader. Leader's fine. I think there's a chance I would use leader. 他是like lead. 他是团队。他是团队的首席。科学。Oh, I forgot to write 科 yesterday because I messed up 科。So 科学家 which is a scientist. 科学家 being used as or 科学家 being used as a profession, a professional. 团队 Okay.
首席。
Oh, I was gonna write head as well, like the head person, the head scientist. 安宁 peaceful. 安宁安宁的生活 life.
安宁的生活。
安宁。热闹。
Oh, interesting. I got silence. 热闹 hot noise. Oh, lively. Oh, yeah. Hot noise. Energetic, lively, bustling, exciting. Maybe like passionate kind of thing. This, what is this? 忙しい? No. No, that's difficult. What was this? Oh no. I don't. What am I thinking of? Nikiyaka, ne? Oh wait. Actually, what does Nikiyaka look like? No, Nikiyaka doesn't use either of these. Oh, that's interesting. I thought it might have used at least one of these characters. That's not. Like, at least, or like, maybe like, possibly. Okay. Like, filled with life. Filled with life. Hot. Hot. Hot noise. 这个是这个市场很热闹。I haven't ever done a neutral on now before. 热闹. Can I hear it again?
热闹。
热闹。
暑期。
暑期。Yep, hot times. The heat period of time, it's summer, which also can be summer vacation, yeah. On context. 暑期学校 yeah, summer school, yeah, 学校 oops.
暑期
or, you know, summer could also be possibly even 暑天 but 热天 can also so many of them. So many different combinations. Let's see. I think it feels the same. It feels like discovering English words, but at the same time it feels very different because you're combining characters, and I think that's my new squeeze on Japanese and Chinese. Like for English, as young as I remember, like when I was developing vocabulary, I use antonyms, synonyms as my major form of association. So when I say like, associate, coordinate, similar. So when I define other words, I define them by the words that I already have. So in English though, those words are unrelated to each other by like etymology or like in the sense of this type of thing. But now this is like a second layer. It's like a puzzle game now where like, okay, so this is 字, but there's so many things that 字 can be attached to, right? Or this can be attached to something else. So it's kind of another way to interact with word discovery. So if you know 热, you can know 暑, and then where there's 热, there might be 暑. So you can say something is like a hot one, like say 热子. That might say hot one possibly, or a hot, like maybe like a fevered person or whatever it is. You can mix and match, and it's like discovering new words too when you're reading, because when you're reading, saying someone says there is A correlates with B, and you're like, I don't know what the word correlate means. A moves in the same direction as B. A has a relationship with B, right? So then you have phrases and or like words that can explain the same thing, and that has long been my way of acquiring new English words. It's not necessarily completely dependent on having paragraphs and sentences and stories, but they do go a long way to help with the retention. However, this stuff, you can be creative enough to remember this stuff. Doesn't necessarily, again, this doesn't help you with output of like constructing sentences and whatnot, but it does embellish all the tools necessary to, or the many different informations if you're interacting with it actively, to start making your own sentences, constructing your own sentences. Now, no, like for myself personally, it's my own personal opinion. I think it's incredibly overrated to be concerned about nuances of a language that's far, far down the line. Like, oh, which word is more appropriate in this context? Well, which word do you know? Start with those. At least, in my opinion. Some people, well, I think a lot of people say you start off correct so you don't have to correct it later. I'm like, yes, that's provided you're coming from the perspective that you are terrified of correcting things and you're unable to correct things and you don't like correcting things. So that would make sense that your approach is to be perfect or to be ideal all the way, all the steps of the way. That's the whole fear of making mistakes mentality, right? If you don't make mistakes, then you're not good at fixing them. If you fear bad habits, then you're not very good at changing habits, right? It requires practice and understanding. So yes, you can try to start out perfect. Just not my way of going about it. I think it's too idealistic to do that. So you can still make the measures to do so, but if it becomes an impediment to your to your engagement in the thing, then quitting ends it all anyways. So going around constantly being nervous, talking to someone and feeling embarrassment, that is one of the consequences of constantly thinking you will study and practice in an ideal situation. That to me is the reason why I'm a little biased towards not taking that point of view, is because one of the ropes is communication. Communication requires experience. I think it's even more so than other skills. So if you're not practicing and you're constantly being impeded by an ideal situation, in my opinion, one of my advice would be to step away thinking that everything is ideal. Like, oh, you must ideally speak native or else it's not worth knowing. You can know what unnatural Japanese sounds like. There are people who speak unnatural Japanese around you all the time. You can work together and learn together. And then if you fear that that's going to create a habit, then learn how to change habits. Learn how to use them and wield them. That fear, in my opinion, comes from an inability to solve that problem, not necessarily in an inevitability. If you fear you cannot change bad habits, or you feel guilty or bad about wasting your time trying to correct a bad habit, avoiding it and constantly thinking you can is not going to make it any less insecure. So at some point, that insecurity is going to build so much from your inability to correct bad habits on your own. For myself, I've learned through mistakes. I've learned through getting it right the first time. So there are times I need skills to know that I did it correctly the first time. That's a relief. But making mistakes is the bottom line. So if you're afraid to make mistakes, that's kind of a rough road ahead for learning something like a target language. Just finish P5X for 1 hour and you're mentally drained. What do you mean you're mentally drained from 1 hour of P5X, Coffers? What did you actually do to mentally drain? You need to, Coffers, you need to exercise your brain. Get more of that. You need to rip your brain up a little, you know? Get it ripped. Infuse some wrinkles into those grooves. Your brain isn't woke. Listen, you must awaken. You gotta raise that awareness, you know? Go get more copies of your brain. Go gotcha some brain. What did you actually do in P5X today? I think it had just enough juice for me lately. Just enough juice. Okay. Gotta try not to yap too much today. This was weak.
盖子
Guys,
热闹
热闹，热闹，
暑期
暑期。Oops, yeah, summer. True.
首席
首席。安宁。
安宁
You still haven't been spending your stamina? Dude. Oh, you got to oh, so you finally got the Thieves Den. Oh, so I kind of semi-spoiled that. I thought Thieves Den came before the end of the first palace. Oh, maybe it was a side mission? You didn't encounter side... I don't know. I thought it was like somewhere in chapter 1.
主席
主席.主席, oh yeah, master seat. The master position. Which is also the chairman, or the leader, or the chief, yeah. Oh, these gonna require nuances. 他是我们学校的主席。Excuse me.
主席
Oops. Chairman?
瓶盖
瓶盖, the bottle lid, which is a bottle cap. 瓶盖在哪里？瓶盖在哪里？哪里？瓶盖
瓶盖差劲
差劲。almost or differ. 差 differ 近。Jing is energy. Oh, to differ energy. Interesting. No good. Something that's no good differs greatly in figurative energy in comparison to how it should be. Okay, disappointing and poor. No good. No energy. Or differ in energy. You don't know what to use the juice on, so you just watch story and hop off? Yeesh. Just do a realm of repression. You gotta use that stam even if you don't know what you're doing, you know? What is it? The stam is 240, right? 240. It's 1 day. It's basically 1 day. So you gotta do at least 12 hours, right? So half a day. You gotta at least consume 120. And then your action points. I don't know if you're using your action points. Your action points is 5. You have to use 5 action points each day because it restores at reset. It gives you 5 action points every day, every 24 hours. And it's 1 p.m. PST is when you get the 5 points. And stamina, the most you can do is 24 hours. So you spend the 24 hours and then wait again. Just do something, you know? Do something. Learn, Conference. Learn. You gotta wrinkle those brains. I thought you played Honkai. It's the same difference, right? But didn't Honkai have a stamina system and an action point system or something like that? I'm pretty sure they did. Where you can only do so much for yeah, but you're lost with the UI still in modes. They explained Realm of Repression, right? I could have sworn it's like in the middle of it. There's a tutorial on Realm of Repression. if you go like if you hit tab and go to tutorial and under metaverse, I think you had a small blip. I mean, honestly, the tutorial explains very little. It's kind of, now hear me out. It's very short because I think that's as much as people would like to read. For myself, if it was longer, that would be helpful. But pretty sure that you already got a tutorial on the realm of repression. You probably did like one thing and then it just move along, and you're supposed to remember what that is. Again, I haven't played Persona 5, nor have I considered what gacha is like, and I think it was self-explanatory. Brain, Coffers, brain. I believe in you. Brain. Don't you ever want to make video games in the future or do UI design? You gotta take it in. Take it in. I think it was okay. I think the UI design. It's kind of like fashion over function though. So I can understand how it can be a little bit disorienting. I think the game, yeah, Persona 5, I think Atlas is going a little too ham. And what I mean by Atlas is Atlas inspired. Like, I think Perfect World, the Blackwing studio, kind of took a little too much liberties on going too ham on fashion over function. But that is kind of the Persona experience. So I guess when you're mentally drained, welcome to Persona. So the path, yeah, Kiki and Chichi and Ai and Koichi's don't use stamina. No, they don't. Yeah, only the realm. You see how the stamina bottle is only over the one box? Only those things consume. Only those things consume stamina. So the currency is already listed next to the thing. So everything else does not take stamina. Stamina is where you get your extra XP and the I can't pronounce the path thing. So there's another name for the path. Like there's path of Kim Ranot and like Isis or something. And I just called them Chichi and Ai. That's all I like. I don't like the path of Chi and then the path of I. That's it. I don't pronounce those words because I don't know. They're supposed to be steeped in I'm sure you've noticed, right? Like the Persona names, like they take from other mythology. So like you probably know like a succubus is not a Japanese mythology, right? Or mysticism. And then you have like Jack Frost, right? So it takes from a lot of things, and those I don't know how to pronounce those. I think Chimdanut or something like that, or Chi Kim Nanut or something like that. Yeah, I only know the Japanese names, which actually Persona doesn't have a lot. When it comes to like the game part. Oh, this screen. What do you mean by this screen makes sense now? What do you mean this screen makes sense now? All the different places to farm material. Yeah. Yeah, so all the material, all the Persona. So there are 3 tabs, and then there are 3 different materials, and they all use stamina. And then you click on them, and you see what you want, what you want from them. So like, there's for materials, you have upgrading things. So overclocking your characters, your level characters, your weapon characters, and then your skill upgrades. And then you have level items. Your level items, your persona leveling items, and then your gems, which is something you have to pay for like use to do all the other tasks before it. So largely you're looking at your upgrade stuff, the first 3. And then you already defeated the first boss. So the first boss gets repeated once a week. And then the second boss can be repeated once a week. And their item that they have, that golden item, it's required to like level your things beyond it's the skills beyond a certain level. So you need stamina to do those things. And they're just battles. Again, like in all P5X or Persona in general, you have the information on the enemy beforehand. So you just set them up. And by default, when you click on it, you have to select a team. And that team stays saved from the last time you did it. So by default, every single queue on that thing, it took me a while to get used to it, so I'm just telling you in advance. By default, they store the previous team you used for every single queue. So the next time you queue, remember that it is the previous team you used, not the current team you're using for everything else. And to me, in the long run, that is better than using your current team, because you have to swap up teams. Oh, the assist thief is like we were friends and you can use a character I put up? Yes. Like the current character that I put up is Anne, and my Anne is rated 76, which is like nearly capped outside of her weapon. So and other people have some, so you want to be in a friends or companion. If you're in a guild, like if you're in a compendio, you can use the assist from everyone in the compendio. You gotta friend me later? I don't want to be your friend. You're slacking. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. This game has those? Yeah, it's called Companio, which you should be getting a tutorial on that too. If you look on the interface, if it's not in your like smartphone yet, then they haven't introduced that yet. But they're 30-man guilds, and then you do challenges as a guild. So I just found a reasonably active guild that would clear all the rewards, and that's it. So I'm in a guild that's like top 200, something like that ish, top 200, and you get just enough that there's a chance you can be top 200 for that reward. And then all the other ones like participation, and you just have to clear your own personal score for some extra currency on the side. And you can use everyone's thing. So getting a compendio is far useful because you have 30 players who have certain things. If you happen to not have that character, and one of the characters I don't have is Ren, right? Ren. So for me, I don't need to do dream picks for the stuff. You just assist one of the dream picks from someone else, because I don't have to gotcha that stuff for now. But I invested pretty much. Anne is capped. I put Anne up, but I could put up other things, and then you get like a little bit of coins from that. It's kind of fun doing that stuff. I'll talk to you later. I'll give you I don't know if there's an open spot or something. We could hitch up on the same compendio. It's like a free to play compendio where the person just removes someone who's inactive. Like since every week there's a performance chart, right? A contribution chart. Whoever does not contribute, they just leave one space open. So whoever doesn't contribute gets removed because they're probably inactive or something, and then someone joins, and then they wait to see who doesn't contribute. It's a very rudimentary system, but it works really well. Like, you don't have to talk to anyone or something like that. Like, all of the guilds are like that, except the top guilds. The top guilds use Discord and pass. I'm not gonna, like, there are some sweaty, like the top 50, 15 of them belong to an alliance. So I don't know if you're familiar with these terminology, but a guild is a guild. And then when the guild is too small to accommodate everyone, they build an alliance. And the alliances are represented by their Discord. And their Discord links up all the guilds. So one of the top alliances have like 10 guilds in the top 50. You'll see it because when you click on rankings, when you get into a guild or a compendio, you look at the top list of the rankings and you click on them, and they would have the same Discord link. Like, oh, this is the frontman guild, this is the second guild, third guild, fourth guild, and they just keep enriching and collecting them all together. It's something that even Neverwinter does, where you have multiple guilds and multiple guilds form alliances. Yeah, it's kind of, I like it that it's not super in depth, and you do minimum. Like, you are responsible for your personal goals, and then you find an active enough compendio, and it's only participation based. So as long as 10 people are active in your guild, as long as they register a score, you get all the rewards for participation. And then for you just have to personally be responsible for your score, which is relatively low. It's like 1.2 million each time, or I guess it might vary between the stuff, but it's kind of pretty easy to get the score. I usually aim for 90th percentile. You get like a little trophy thing for your profile every time you reach 90th percentile. There's obviously higher than that, but 10%. Get below 10%. Free to play. Still can do 10%. Free to play. That's pretty generous. Usually free to play people get knocked down to like 80th percentile. Like, you can only do like more within 80% of what other people. Yo, show me 10%. Are you still 10% in OS? No. Well, within the top 10% offers. Within the top percent. I say 90th percentile, but I don't think people understand. A lot of times people get it confused. So it's 90th percentile or the top 10%. You know, they mean the same thing. Or I was trying to mean the same thing. Not the bottom 10%. That's very different. So you get stuff. You get little like trinkets to display on your profile. It's fun. I've accumulated lots of little tiny trinkets. There's a trinket for everything. There's a trinket for FCing everything. Or actually, I think you could do that. I've only completed like 4 songs so far. That one song though, Shadow Loop, I really gotta get your thoughts on it. You might be able to unlock it now. If you go to missions and then you look at side missions, if a band thing comes up, then you can unlock it. It should be between the first. You guess you can level your character up first and then their skills. That's what I did. I focus on the I actually did the characters first, then the weapons, and then the skills. No. You pick the persona that works for you. Like at the time. But it's a separate resource. Actually, if you play the whole game, you don't need leveling resources. You need more upgrading resources. But Persona doesn't have upgrading resources that are the same. It's in the Persona tab. They require seals and stuff, like a copy of themselves. They only level based on a copy of themselves. But in terms of your levels, like your skills and stuff, it's the first 3. Because it's that thing that you can uncap them, right? Those are the things that are limited, the uncapping thing. All the other like books and stuff, they come like a lot. You have a lot of them. So those things just rain. It rains them. So the things that you want are like the crystals and the things that like removes the level cap, like from 40 to 50 and 60 to 70. Can you not level wonder? You do not level. You level wonder through completing dailies and quests and stuff. All the rewards of playing the game is how wonder levels. Social life, all the things that are bound by stamina, AP, dailies, weeklies. So playing the game instead of being a pet. Yes. So you, the more you play consistently, eventually wonder just levels up along the way, filling all your like goals and your plans and collecting rewards, using your stam and whatnot. That's the only way he gains experience. And all of your characters are capped by wonder. Everything is capped by your player. So if he's level 40, all your other characters can only be level 50. Because it's 40 to 50. So until he becomes level 50, none of your characters can become greater than 50. That also caps all the skills in response. And it caps all the types of persona that you can get. All your persona tiers are capped by his level. So it's really down to wonder. Wonder's level is the strength of everything. You can still, like as a free to play, you can still cap all your characters and still end up waiting for wonder to level up. Like right now, I have to wait for my wonder to be level 60. He's 56 now. So in another 2 or 3 days, he will be level 60. And then instantly, yes, it's awareness. You can have, there are special items as well that can serve as character dupes. Yeah. So hear me out though. All the dupes, you have other items that can serve as dupe replacements. But largely the character is the fastest source get dupes. And Persona works the same way. But there are other things that allow you to level Persona based on their rank instead. So I imagine there will be other things to rank in awareness outside of the characters themselves. But yeah, I think it's fun. Like the moment my character hits 60, like Wonder hits 60, I have enough resources to level every single character I have to level 70. That's how much resources. Like the moment my Wonder hits a 10, everyone gets a stat boost because you have so much resources. The resources just pile up if you're using your stamina and stuff. So your team of 10, right? Your team of 10 immediately goes from, they jump 10 levels every time. Your 4 Luferus? What do you mean your 4 Luferus? Oh, did you manage to draw 4 Luferus? Did you actually awaken Luferu to the max? Or almost max? Dang. I did not get too many copies of the current team members that I do. My team members are not awakened well. I think I might have had like an extra... Oh, I had an extra Shun, which you'll meet soon. Did you meet Shun? You should have met Shun now, right? So, fingers crossed. I need to awaken them. Awakening is good. Awakening is good. But I haven't drawn anything. I'll probably draw in when 1.2 launches. I'll probably gacha for stream. For content. Free to play. Gacha. Alright. Anyways, I'll talk to you later in a bit. Just gonna complete this first. 这家餐厅的 餐厅的服务真的很差劲服务。Yeah, I kept them to mass polls. The last time I did it, I basically drew 80. I told myself once I get to 80, I'll draw 80, done and done. So we did 20 and then 60. And then in the background, I did the other 20 to get the free poll, but it's just to get the free poll. And then now I'm back up to 60 gold tickets again. And now we have like 40, so I'll probably just mass poll something for the sake of mass polling. And then use the gems to get up to the free poll. So I haven't decided which character I'll try to go for, and then at least get the free thing, you know, the 80. So just choose one, use the free tickets, and then do the weapons, because there are 3 weapons. Pick one of the weapons, and if I get lucky, I'll try for more than one. Sure, until it ends, and then wait till the next big update. And that's it. Neverwinter was kind of like that too. I actually bought the Founders thing in Neverwinter. I thought about buying if they had a Founders pack for P5X, but that's fine. When you get ahead, you continue to stay ahead. That's basically how I generally work in these type of games. You put in a forward investment, and then you stay ahead of the game. Just keep staying ahead of the game. But the game has so many sources of resources that you don't miss anything anyways. It is funny. Their cutoff is 80%. And nearly all of their requirements is participation. Minimally, just participation. I haven't played a game that was so popular, or like popular enough, that to perform above average, you know, the cutoff average is well below free-to-play standards. What I mean by that is all of their rewards and in the challenges and stuff are percentage based, so they're percentile based. So the more popular a game is, the more normal distribution there will be. And honestly, in this day and age, it's usually a lot lower. So being above average to get rewards become easier if you're someone who's more consistent and knowledgeable about or committed to something. That's what happens when you have a very popular thing and you have a sense of normal distribution. When you play a game that's like incredibly niche and everyone is hardcore in order to participate in the game, then yes, you're gonna probably be low percentile because of free-to-play status. But overall, I actually think the global side of P5X is filled with a lot of casual people. I mean, I genuinely consider myself a casual player, but that wouldn't be true. I would be lying if I said I was a casual anything. I don't casually do most things. But I consider it my average. I'm not working any harder than I normally am. It's been a very long time since I worked really, really hard. So perhaps that's just because I'm not average by base, I suppose. Like when I play a game, I play a game. Yes, Coffers, I'm adding you right now. I'm adding you, right? Meow. When I play a game, I play a game.
差劲
Jing.
帽
Mao. Hat. Yep. Yeah, no, none of that 50% commitment thing, okay? If I say I'm gonna do something, it's like 200%, but not really. I'm saying 200% because I think others would view it as 200%. I just do as best as I can. There's no like half C's. No half C's. Mario's in the bathroom of the barn, looking for a replacement for his red hat. Makes sense. That one of the cows ate. Fair enough. He gets a towel, which is white with black spots like a cow, and tries to use it as a hat. But because it is so droopy, it is more like a veil instead. He pokes 2 holes into it so he can at least see on the other side of his weird towel hat. Okay, that actually works. That's pretty good. Maozi and Cao Mao. Cao Mao, straw hat, that makes sense. Grass hat. Alright. Good luck. Good luck, coppers.
冒然
I'll talk to you later. Yan. To ignite. Why does this look so familiar? Burn? Huh. Other than hot being next to it, but hot fire to ignite, sure. Ran, which is still ran. Oh no, this is 热. 热 plus 火, 火热, ran. Robin Hood is inside the pawn shop, okay, where there is a large bulldog trying to bite him. He stands on some vintage furniture to get away from it. Then take an old moon. What? Okay. Okay. Oh, they're breaking all of it up. Okay. Takes an old moon and ignites it by using a burner. Okay, an old moon. Maybe like an old poster of a moon. Ignites it by using a burner he finds. He then flings the fire. Okay. Fire newly ignited at the bulldog that scurries away. Unfortunately, the fire begins to ignite everything else in the pawn shop on fire, and even Robin Hood's green turban is burning. Nice. Jan. Robin Hood. Maybe he was going there to steal some stuff. But there was a bulldog guarding the pawn shop. Ran. 燃料 燃料点燃 point 点燃 okay. Oh no, wait, I don't remember how Dian is it spot point? Okay. And fuel makes sense. To ignite material. Ran 烧 fire and oh yeah, see that the go board, right? Yeah, fire and burn. Okay, makes sense. 燃烧 yeah, fire and ignite, burn to burn.
燃
燃 煮什么？
主席
主席
差劲
大金
冒
瓶盖
瓶盖
whoops, wrong tone. 瓶盖 whoops, I fat fingered one. Okay, next one. Ow. Why does this remind? Oh, it reminds me of Chow. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. We can link them together. Chow. Charlie Brown is in front of the barn, being bullied by a few fingers. Okay. Maybe people poking. They copied every sorrowful action he does, similarly sulking around. It just makes Charlie even more sad. He wishes they could copy the cows instead. Oh, that's good. That's neat. Hey, that works. Short and sweet. 抄写. Yeah, 抄写. To transcribe. Oh, instead of just to write. Okay. Oh, copyright. Oh, okay, I see what. 抄律. Really? Oh, to record. Yeah, that makes sense. To plagiarize. 抄袭. Interesting. Dress. Dragon. Huh.
超
Oh. Oh.
帅
Shuai. Commander. Oh, I'm gonna need help. Alright. We got, what is that? A gnome and a towel? Oh, wait. This works for Shrek. Oh, no, it's not Shrek. It's Sherlock. Oh, no. Wait. It might be okay. Sherlock is in the bathroom of the high school. Okay. Dressed as a commander. Okay. Maybe he's trying to put on an act or something. Before him are a bunch of high school gnomes awaiting his command. What? Okay, we're going to change it. Commander Sherlock commands them to go find and grab all the towels they can find. All right. Instead. So Sherlock is undergoing an investigation, right? Involves him slipping into the bathroom of the high school. There is a gnome dressed up like a commander. There is a gnome that is like covered with a towel, right? And it is dressed up as a commander. Must as a clue for his next like thing, which is very, very much like a Sherlock thing. You know, he's after the coattails, playing cat and mouse with someone, right? And there's maybe a commander gnome that's holding a towel that has his next clue or something like that. Something like that. It's fine. Shuai. Okay. But placing him in the high school stuff. Yeah, this is not that. I mean, him dressed up as a commander is pretty good. It's like a eccentric. Who else would dress up like a commander? There are a few other characters that would dress up like a... Oh, yeah. Shaiga. Commander? Interesting. So is that Shai? Take command. Hua Shai. Hang commander? Oh, wait. I guess grasp or hold instead of hang? The hang command to take command. I don't like
帅
both of those vocabulary words are a little
练
Lian to smelt. Okay, we have fire and letter. Oh, this lines up with Lian, which also uses letter, but instead uses thread or silk for practice. Pretty sure. Right, this is Lian as well for practice. Link is in the bathroom of the pawn shop where he's trying to smelt some metals from the various secondhand things he just bought. Sure. He puts them all in a toilet bowl, then lights a letter on fire and throws it in, creating enough heat to start smelting the metals in the toilet bowl. He hopes he can use the smelted ore to make some new weapons for his adventure. I think that's great. I gotcha. To refine. Lian. Interesting. I know how that's working. It's lining up with Japanese actually. This is a similar approach to talking about refinement or polishing. To bring up, to smelt you're removing like impurities and whatnot. Alchemy. 炼金术 smelt gold art or study alchemy. 炼金术 oh, you know what? 炼金术 it sounds like Japanese is similar. It's like Rengen or something like that. Rengen jutsu or something like that, where jitsu or something in that line. The reason why I say that is because I'm trying to think back to Full Metal Alchemist, and it sounds like this. It sounds like this. I don't actually know what. Actually, let's go look. Alchemy. Ren, yeah, Renkin, yeah, Renkin Jutsu. Yep, Renkin Jutsu. Yep, that's exactly what alchemy is. It's just looking at this and I'm like, wait a minute. They use a different, they changed up this word or this character for, instead they use Ren, which actually, it's pretty close. It's pretty close. This is modified and then this part has a single stroke across. Yeah, Renkin Jitsu. Totally remember that when watching Full Metal Alchemist. Okay, anyways. Workout. Duan Lian. Really? Oh, this is the Lian in Duan Lian. Really? It's not the other Lian. I thought this was going to be the practice one. Oh. I see. Okay.
练
Yeah.
童
Home? Child? Oh no. Heckin' Chinese mile. Oh, wait. Yeah, juvenile. This is juvenile. Do? Yeah, do. Hong makes sense. Tarzan is inside the temple where he's trying to reach the meditation altar temple to pay his respect. But a child monk guard instead mocks him for wearing no shirt and being so uncivilized, refusing to let him pass. The child is a monk. How could the child be mocking him? He's a monk. In fact, I mean, Tarzan would be welcomed for being austere. No? Tarzan, acting like a child, grabs the child monk guard and throws him out the temple window, and a Chinese mile away. That got dark really fast. I think we're gonna change this up. So Tarzan has traveled a Chinese mile to reach the inside of the temple. He was greeted by a child monk guard and welcomed because they're so much alike, you know. Quote unquote austere as opposed to uncivilized, austere and childlike, and they proceeded to meditate together, right? That is probably what we're gonna go with. not throwing the child out the window. That's a little extreme. Although I'm probably gonna end up remembering that somehow. Artong, okay, Artong, child, okay, children, 童话, fairy tale, oh, 童年, okay, childhood, makes
同路
路 land. Oh, okay. Why do you look so familiar? Oh, this is womb in HanziHero, Wanikani side. Womb. Luke Skywalker is in the bathroom of the house, which has turned into bare land. Is this some kind of Jedi trick? Instead of tile, there are hills of soil, all speckled with mushrooms. He starts walking, looking for the toilet. The land under his feet feels as unreal as what he sees. That doesn't quite make sense. But maybe okay, we're just gonna talk about like a Jedi mind trick or something. Yeah, okay. Alright. Man, that's gonna be tough on the bathroom thing. Okay. I'll try. The problem with illusions and hallucination is it can explain anything. So, like, he could be hallucinating, or like the Jedi mind, like the Jedi trick can be attached to pretty much anything. Like, he could be anywhere with this description. And I need to make sure it's Lu and not like Luo or, you know, Lun, Luo, Lun, Luang. I'm not sure if Luang is a thing. How often is it? But Lun and Luo are very common so far in our list. So Li, Lu is gotta be careful, and I also gotta be careful of Li. Getting it mixed up with Li words. Okay. Da Li. Da Lu, mainland. Lu Di. Dry land, really? Lu Di for dry land. Instead of like gun, something like gun D or gun Lu. Gun Lu. Or Lu gun.
Lu.
Okay.
超
Okay.
练
Uh-huh.
路
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
帅
Mm-hmm.
同
Mm-hmm. Alright. Alright, let's get into it. Try to lock in before midnight. Okay.
快速
快速进展，
洗
Whoops. Bad typo.
火把
举着火把，
火把. Oh, wait, 火把. Excuse me.
售票处
他在售票处买了2张车票，
名称
请填写你的名称。
What? 名称？
立足点，
建立立足点，
Dang it, that's probably like a foothold or something. Probably second foothold.
银色，
他开着一辆银色的车。
茶叶，
你喜欢喝什么类型的茶叶？
Sorry, I don't know. I have a cough today. Probably because I haven't been taking care of myself. Hmm.
冬季，
冬季是4季之一。
明天，
你明天晚上要做什么？
Hmm.
游泳，
我不会游泳。
Hmm. Yeah, foothold. That's fair. Oh, that's a bottle.
洗，困苦，
战争时，他们的生活相当困苦。
It's like trapped in like bitterness is like something very
How?
negative. Been cool, like trapped in hardship, despair. Okay, understand. Just really bad feelings, tough times.
祝福，
教宗祝福了我。
Yeah, bless. Yeah, okay.
社群，
我们社群有很多活动。
Oh no, is it?
营房，
我们必须返回营房。
Okay. Oh, what? What is that? I kind of have an idea, but then it just disappears. Like, ugh. That's a problem.
万岁，
汉字英雄万岁！
美术，
工艺美术。
家里，
我要待在家里。
伙食，
我不喜欢这家饭店的伙食。
召回，
这个玩具因安全问题而召回。
大力，
他大力的推开门。
That's fine. Exert force is fine. Or like expend or show energy, or show, demonstrate, like use energy. When you're energetic, you're using energy or displaying a lot of energy.口香, oh, I chewing gum. Speaking of chewing gum, 口香糖.
口香糖，
薄荷口香糖，
Still don't know about this moon encrusting. I think we're just gonna have to bite the bullet here. Oh, it is Faye. Faye? Why does it not look like Faye? Huh. Weird. I thought it looks something slightly different. Huh. That's energicity. Or night. Sure. Why do I think it's... Oh no. I get stuck on this more often than I would like. Oh no. Uh, oh. Oh. Huh. Hmm.
弱
Hmm.
反
Hmm. Oppose? Opposite? It's probably like opposite. That's fine.
出现，
天上出现了一片乌云，
毛皮，
一条毛皮大衣，
应当，
我们应当互相谅解。
牙刷，
你的牙刷在哪里？
Hmm.
毫无，
我对这件事毫无兴趣。
Hmm.
全，刷牙，
刷牙可以保护牙齿。
玩伴，
这个孩子没有玩伴可以一起玩。
肾，
I'm pretty sure that's T. So don't.
腻，
You already got food for the next meal, but you can't eat for the next hour and 20 minutes? What are you gonna do for an hour and 20 minutes? Yeah, I like the timing. So you're trying to exercise discipline. I'm not still got like what is it, 1:14? I still got like an hour and a half to 2 hours before I can eat. What did you get? Yes. Okay. What's for your next meal? Oh, oh. Boombox. Cliff. Oh no, Foreman. What? Hmm.
以上
这里有10个人以上。
Rice porridge, not bad. Ooh, kanji. I like it. How do you like your rice porridge, Jazz? Nah, I think I'm just gonna pull the... It is Biao. Oh, it's Biao. Oh, right. Biao. Bigfoot.
新郎
新郎正等着他的新娘。
Xinglang. Okay.
敬必肥摸黑
我们摸黑穿过森林。
标题
我不喜欢这部电影的标题。
Oh. Biao is Mark, right? Biao is Mark.
遗址
这棵树被移植到了花园的另一侧。
回年幼
他对年幼的动物充满了爱心。
Oops. That's not what that is. Ooh, boy howdy, that was bad. Wait. How did this work? Oh. What? Oops. Oh, come on. Oh, wait. How did this work?
食物
我们没有食物。
Alright, what did you're not focusing on discipline. It already feels off to you if you eat outside mealtime. Yeah, I mean that is discipline though. Because if it feels off when you eat outside mealtime, that's because of discipline and regularity. You can be undisciplined and just eat whenever you feel like it, despite feeling off or not. But I was asking, how do you like your rice porridge? What do you do with the rice porridge? What do you got? Oh wait,
玉米
吃一根玉米。
老
or old. It doesn't have to be. Okay. Go ahead.
记电网
世界上第一个电网。
电网. Okay. YOLO? Oh, that's the bad YOLO. Okay, so what happened here? It is part of beer, but we can't quite use beer here. Oh, you like chicken or fish sometimes? MAKU and chili sauce. I don't use sweet soy sauce. Okay, interesting. Do I know that? MAKU. Oh, yeah. Oh. Is that how you say it? Oh, that's how you spell it? 油条. 油条. How do you... Oh, interesting. I didn't see it written that way before. Ah. Is this your Indonesian? Or what is the... Oh, that's rice porridge. Oh, that's rice porridge. Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, it's referring... Wait. Oh, yeah. You call it here and use it on rice porridge. Yeah. Which part is that called for? Is it Indonesian? Are we talking about Indonesian, right? I'm guessing. I don't actually know. Oh, yeah, that's delightful. Yeah, that's delightful. Yeah, I'm not a sweet person either. No sweet soy sauce. Usually, I actually do light salt or have a salty fish, like a super salty fish. What is that super salty fish called? It's like it's basically called salt fish. I've got what it's salt fish and konji. There's a very specific type. Oh, taiyu. Oh, I don't know what that's called. Yeah, there is like these little tiny fish. Oh, anchovies work too. Anchovies work. Or mini shrimps, salted mini shrimps as well. Instead of using salt, right? Instead of using salt, have something or a century egg, right? 1,000-year-old egg. Something super salty. I'm a savory guy. Yeah. I do use salt, like a salt soy sauce if I don't have anything on the side. But youtiao sounds good. You use pepper half the time. I see. Yeah. What about like pickled radish and stuff? I like when porridge. Also, I have it with pickle stuff. Like pickled radish, like the neon yellow, the neon yellow packaging. Do you know which ones I'm referring to? I think it's they're just called pickled radish, but they don't have a good name in English. I don't know what Chinese calls it. Let me see. Swan luo Swan luo. I don't know how my parents call it, but it's basically a pickle radish. And it's yellow or orange depending on where you're from, like how it's pickled. But there's this like very classic packaged one that's yellow. Fried shallots. Oh, fried shallots is good too. That's great for umami. Have you ever had these neon... No, let me copy an image here to paste. Like here, I'll give you an example. So these things. Like this thing right here. Like this neon yellow. That's childhood right there. I grew up with like this neon yellow radish in this like shrink wrap. Of course, there are other pickle radish depending on pickle things. Like you can have like the whites and browns, but This very neon yellow one is the one I'm referring to. You haven't tried? I think it's incredibly available like overseas. It's also it exports really well, so it makes it over here. Kimchi, you know, kimchi as well for Korean stuff. Anything pickle, it's slightly salty and it has that umami as well. But fried shallots, that's fantastic. And then there's also these like mini shrimp. What are they called? Old? These things. And they are in the tubs. Like these things. Like these things. Oh, shrimp umami stuff. Like if you have like super mini shrimp. Actually, they can be even smaller. Like dehydrated shrimp. Yeah, it's like this. Like these things. Delicious. You just toss them in there. Another one that isn't as popular for me, but like pork floss. Pork floss is the other like super common thing. Which I'm okay. Like pork floss is, that's okay. If I have time, I would probably prepare like steam eggs or something. Or steam eggs or like eggs and tomatoes, right? Eggs and tomatoes. The Chinese dish. Or this thing. Eggs and tomatoes on the side. I mean, usually I would eat it with not porridge. I understand. Usually you want something dry, so it's a dry stuff. But for breakfast, I tend to have something that requires eggs and tomatoes. Or the sourness and the slightly sweetness. Oh, now I'm really hungry. Oof. There's chicken or beef floss here, and you can try pork floss, but pork is not widely available here. Okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean pork floss. I meant beef floss. Beef floss is the one that. Oh no, actually pork floss. Yeah, pork floss. Yeah, I get it. That's understandable. Yeah, it's okay. Like, I had it when I was a child. You know, you throw it in a lot of times, but I'm definitely more of a very salty fish. And when you mentioned fish or chicken, like fish, very salty, like mini seafood. And then like tomatoes for acid, some sort of tomato to get that acidity. And sweetness comes from tomatoes too, so you have like the acid and the sweetness. The fried shallots is fantastic because it's crunchy. Pork crackles, yeah, for country was a thing in the household, but you're neutral about it. Yeah, like the thing that's missing right now is crunchy, so I would get like a pickle radish. The yellow packaged pickle radish stuff, it's crunchy. It's like super snappy and crunchy. So when you're eating something, you kind of want something crunchy and all the other stuff, like slightly sweet, sour, salty, umami. My stomach is rumbling. Yeah, snappy. Just like you know how when you bite into it, it's like a carrot, you know, but softer. Like a carrot is hard everywhere, right? You know, when you have a carrot, when you bite into it, it just feels like the whole thing is too hard. But a snappy is when the outside is hard, but the inside is slightly like bouncy. So like a pickled things are, when you bite into it, it like has an outer snap and then a meatier inside. And then cracklings and stuff are for tummy rumble, but maybe this opens doors for both of us about food. Yeah, I know, right? I love talking about food, so if you ever want to talk about food or like reminisce about food, we got to do it. We got to talk about it. You can't. It's so difficult. I don't know if you have neighbors around that don't like food, but it's really hard to be part of an I'm not saying that Western cultures don't always like obsess about food, but there's something about talking about food that is a necessity for Eastern cultures. Like you gotta talk about food, even if it's a bad thing. Like you don't like rice, oh, you're just gonna get nagged about it the whole time. But food connects it connects. It speaks more than it. What am I trying to say? It reaches beyond the bounds of linguistics. Food. Okay. I don't know where this is going. It's supposed to be related to beer, but it's not beer. Oh wait, is it mole rat? Oh my gosh, is that mole rat?
公
What's happening here? That's not together. I must not think of it as together, right? Or maybe I am. Or is that supposed to be turf and... Boom. Oh, no. That's supposed to be, fins. Or... seaweed. That's supposed to be seaweed, not together. But you find it interesting that when one sees an image of food or even talking about food, it can make one hungry? Indeed. Indeed. It's so visceral, isn't it? Like, you can really use it as... It's a very powerful tool to motivate someone. A lot of times, food, like things that deal with the senses, right? Food, tool, yeah. So, lots of things aid in memory, and lots of things elicit biological responses. So you can also use that very effectively as well. When I'm talking about behaviors. So for example, if you told someone, here's the food that you get to eat if you do this. So now you don't have to talk to another person. You can use that to your own benefit. So most of the time I go from the thing that I need the most energy for, the things that I do the most, to the least energy, the most exciting things near the end. And one of the things is I get to eat after I'm done streaming. So it's not that streaming is less than food in that way, is that I do things so that I get to an even exciting part about my day. So I go from the most taxing things that I can do all the way down to the most exciting things, and food is near the end. And it's largely because when food happens, it tackles far more of your senses, right? When you eat, you smell, you even hear through the vibration of crunchy things, right? Crunchy things. You see, if you can see, and you wait, did I miss something? You taste, right? First you start with taste. So food has one of the highest encoding engagements. And if you're like making your food really, really engaging, right? Crunchy, all that stuff, engages everything. So it is one of the most vivid source of memory encoding. So making sure that that type of memory is super happy and super good is why oftentimes if there's an opportunity to get something, if there's an opportunity to get someone's attention about improving the way they eat and enjoy the way they eat, it can actually, in my opinion, it has an overall uplift of someone's mood. And here's another, and why is it a wonderful tool? The reason why I said it has to uplift and be positive first, because there are people who legitimately hate eating. They have, like, you know, if you have an eating disorder, if you have body image problems, like, poor eating leads to a lot of things that make eating not desirable. So we're not saying that. If you are already engaged in your eating, like it's something you look forward to, it's something that's very visceral, and you have a positive relation to it, it can be used to form another habit on top of it. So, like, for example, if you don't like running, run before you eat. You don't have to be analytical or like trying to knowledge your way through why that works. But the idea is when you do something and it's associated with something incredibly engaging and good, you end up being able to more consistently do the thing before you do the thing you already do. So oftentimes you take the thing that is really good. It doesn't even have to be food. It can be something else. Like, for example, oftentimes, you know, when you grow up, a lot of people say things like, oh, do your homework before you go play video games. And you might be thinking, oh yeah, well, kids just don't listen to that. They're just going to go play their video games instead of doing their homework. It's like, yeah, they become detached. So then they will never get better at doing their homework, nor will they see an attachment to their homework. And then their video games will become more and more dependent, right? It's funny because when you get older and you start understanding a little bit about how to attach reward with a task, it's one of the ways to slowly get into developing a new habit. And that habit, despite knowing that it's good for you, it's very difficult to encode until you are engaged with it. An alternative way is to associate it with something that is incredibly engaging. So when you think about running, you think about the carbs you eat after running. Like when you think about running really long distance, you think about whether you like or don't like eating, you're still aware that eating is important. Yes, exactly. But you can elevate it despite knowing that it's important. Like there's something very inexplicable in eating as well. Unlike like what we're talking about here. If we're talking about language learning, it's usually very explicable. So there's not a lot of attachments to it that a lot of people do. Like for myself, I try to elevate that. I speak out loud, right? I speak out loud. I think of other things. I talk about it in a different way. So they're all different elements, but they're still involved specifically very particular senses. But at least I involve my hearing and my vocals. Typing is a tactile response. So yeah. So enhancing your learning experience or your doing experience, yeah. And eating a lot of times, if you don't talk about it with another person, it can be very disinteresting. So in a way, despite knowing that eating is very important, healthy eating is important, if you get so dull in eating, it goes by all the other types of habits. They become boring, less interesting, and ultimately even the process of eating can become dull, right? And unlike learning a target language, eating is important regardless if you want to do it or not. So oftentimes that involves sleeping. Sleeping is another one. Sleeping and eating. And then fitness, like some sort of regular activity. So I'm referring to things that they're going to have to happen in your life no matter what. So whenever I talk to someone and their first complaint is about something that no matter what they have to do, we got to start there. And then you can go on and do other things. Like sometimes that addresses a lot of the problems that are holding someone back from like possibly being productive, right? It's like this is like a really unfortunate example I'm going to give. Someone who's unproductive maybe because they don't have accessibility to eating well, right? And that might be like, well, yeah, duh, if a person is starving, they can't do their work, for example. It's like, I understand that. That's why it's very important to understand, like, if you have the ability and you're eating and you can choose certain ways to eat, you have to enhance it. You like the idea? It feels like it's a source of enthusiasm for you and you like enthusiasm. Yeah. Like, when I meet someone, like if I ever meet, I will meet someone like in the future, gather up, and this person is like, I don't know, anxious or kind of nervous and whatnot. The first thing I do is we hit the things that someone has to experience. Food is one. The weather is another, but we're not going to use the weather. The weather is kind of conceptual unless it's like raining or something. But food, and then sleeping, and then being active. So the first thing I would do when I go to another person to elicit enthusiasm without making them feel uncomfortable is where do you want to go eat? Okay, we're gonna go eat here. Let's walk there. Let's go and look around, because those senses, you're always going to use that. Like those are the things that doesn't require complex, awkward conversations, right? Like, or concern about what the topic is. So that's why I would say, yeah, talking about food is, you could even be enthusiastically hating food and it will still be more engaging. So when someone has like a poor relationship with food, that's still a way of them to get engaged in food. You just match their energy, right? Because food is one of the basic emotional, like you don't have to be like really nerdy or conceptual about it. It's incredibly subjective as well. So when someone, like for example, it's like, hey, let's go get pineapple pizza, and then that person just has a revolting feel or a revolting reaction, that's enthusiasm. It's so reliable. You can definitely use weather. Weather tends to be something that people feel on average, right? The temperature, hot, cold, rainy, damp, that type of thing. But food is second, right? Food is second, and knowing how to wield that and be able to talk about it kind of just brings people back to life. Someone who's like dull and they don't say anything, like, oh, I just eat. Well, I just eat whatever's in the fridge. Like, okay, well, today you're with me. We're not just gonna eat whatever is in the fridge. Okay, we're gonna go and find something interesting. Didn't suspect that minus integer energy can count as enthusiasm. Where there's passion, one that loves and is enthusiastic is also one that's capable of hate and repulsion, right? When you are enthusiastic, you can be both egregiously disagreeable or agreeable. It's one of the capacities. And what a human is able to choose to do is exercise discipline to moderate them. But enthusiasm is a source of passion. So when you are passionate about something or energetic about something, you are also the heaviest critic as well. So like say you think you're very good at this thing, you are also your strongest critic. The source of negative energy is also your source of positive energy. They're one in the same, as in the double edge of the double edge. I see why you count this as a tool. It's a great way to get people to loosen up. Like this might sound a little bit weird, but as an adult, right? As an adult, honestly, I carry like chewing gum and like snacks and like water, like spare water on me all the time when I'm like out and about and doing things. So whenever someone like you see someone, oh, they're just really tuckered out and stuff, I have something, you know, I have a snack, I have water along. That's actually what we do in a lot of times when you're at a convention and you're volunteering. There's always at least some leader or some various people who are like going around raising people's energy levels, you know, increasing the enthusiasm. And one way to do it is snacks. So you can see people light up after being really tired, because we do stay there for quite long hours. Yeah. Sorry, I kind of nerded a little bit more than I want. I'm that guy who like have snacks hidden somewhere. If you're coming to a place that I frequent, like somewhere that I dwell, I bring snacks and stuff. It can be anywhere from gum, chewing gum, but water is a failsafe for sure. Water. Always bring a spare. And here's one that it's a very cynical take, but when you're eating, less talking. You let the eating do the talking. But that's like, you know, a lot of the kids nowadays, they have they're very nervous and they can be very socially awkward, or they're concerned about interacting with other humans. But eating can take place of that too. Sharing experiences together, especially eating, is sufficient. Going for a walk and looking at things is usually very affordable, or accessible. So it's one of those nice little things that life gives quite a lot. Of course, that's assuming you're able to walk and you can consume things. Not everyone, even then, there are people out there who has very limited ability to do that. So enjoy life, you know, enjoy the act of eating. At least I'm really biased. So if I'm visiting something, it's gonna be about food. Nope, that didn't work.多媒体. Oh, I wrote do, not do. Whoops. Where's the boombox coming from? Is that a crossbeam? With an ear? Oh.
盐
That was another reason you left to eat dinner? Oh, did I miss anything? Had to go to visit doc. That was another reason you left to eat dinner? What was for dinner? Free. Jazz is about to have dinner. It all started with Jazz mentioning that they have dinner, or not dinner, but they have a meal ready, their next meal ready, but they have to wait for a little bit, like an hour and a half. And then that's when we started talking about meals, and I asked Jazz what they were having, and they were having hanji, or rice porridge. And And then I was just asking what they would typically, what like Jazz would have with the rice porridge, and then it spiraled into everything else. Garlic chicken noodle bake. Oh, that sounds delicious. Dang. Garlic. When you say garlic, you know, like it already ends there. Like, if I'm eating something and I don't smell like garlic when I'm leaving, you know, it repulses everyone by the way I smell. Garlic would be the. I'm kidding, but garlic is. You just garlic everything. That sounds delightful. 多媒体。
多媒体
学校里有一个专门的多媒体教室。
Yeah, I typically joke about garlic a lot of times when someone says a chicken garlic, right? Like or like garlic chicken, I don't know, garlic chicken noodles, right? I would say sometimes I have chicken with my garlic. Like, garlic is the main ingredient, not the chicken. The garlic is the main in the dish. Like, it's kind of like asking someone who wants pasta with their cheese. They have more cheese than there is pasta in their dish. I'm more like a garlic person. So, if you have garlic bread, it's like you take the garlic and then you put some bread on the garlic and then you eat it. Like, roasted garlic is put bread on top of roasted garlic. Might as well make noodles out of cheese. I know, at that rate. Yeah. Oh, garlic. I think I once fried garlic, roasted garlic, and then placed it on some like garlic infused oil and then like ate it. Or chicken shaped garlic. Garlic is amazing. I don't think you can like hold up. Alright, we're gonna use Gemini for this, right? Can you eat too much garlic? Yes, it is possible to eat too much garlic, and excessive consumption can lead to some side effects. While garlic is generally considered healthy and beneficial in moderate amounts, consuming too much easily, especially raw, can cause digestive issues, body odor, and potentially affect blood clotting. Okay, well, there you go. I wonder what too much garlic means. Eating 1 to 2 cloves daily can have health benefits, but more. Okay, 1 to 2 cloves. Ooh, that's a little. That's not a lot. Bad breath, you would guess? Yeah. I was thinking of like some GI problems, right? So apparently more than 2 cloves. Okay. I think I've exceeded more than 2 cloves every once in a while. And the Jazz, when you said fry shallots, I used to just have a tub of fried shallots. I know they get stale, but I used to just buy tubs, like little barrels of fried shallots, or fried whatever that's slightly salty and like umami like. And I am a fan of fish sauce as well. Fish sauce. You grew your own garlic last year. Weather has been crazy this year and killed a lot of the garden. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is any of it recoverable? Like, are you good? What survived in your garden? When you were small, you ate fried shallot like it's candy. Yeah, here's that. Like here, so you know how like lots of people, at least where I live, lots of people eat potato chips, right? You know, potato chips. Or they eat like potato sticks, you know, or even like French fries. French fries. And then to me, I just eat fried shallots. or like some sort of like I kind of liked onion rings more than I did French fries because of the shallots is related to the onion, but not necessarily related to the red onion, but it's a form of the onion, and you just eat going back. Pork crackles are nice too. With the fry shallots. You just sprinkle fried shallots on a pork crackling. What else can you sprinkle on it? If you're having like instant noodle, like ramen, just throw some fried shallots on it. It'll be fine. It's like garlic, you know? Like if you have something that you have to eat that's plain, add garlic, add fried shallots. At least do yourself a solid, right? Do yourself a solid and do those things. Like if you have plain, and I don't even think they're that expensive. Like what I mean is if you're eating just plain things and you're not excited about the food, like oh, you eat plain rice because you're you're too lazy. You gotta throw some like slight garlic or shallots in it. It can be shelf garlic. You could even use garlic powder, like slightly garlic powder, mix it up with like, I don't know, an emulsifier, like an olive oil, a neutral oil, so that it doesn't like cloud you. Or you can get a floral oil, like a olive oil or something. Dash some garlic powder onto it, drizzle it on your really plain anything, so like chicken breast or white rice, top it off with some fried shallots. Good to go. Good to go. Fried shallots, even stale, is pretty good, and it holds and it's shelf stable, and oil is oil. And then you can have garlic powder, which is very, very stable. And then there's like white pepper as opposed to black pepper. White pepper is like less like tangy than black pepper, so there's always white pepper, which is very kind of analogous use case as a white garlic powder. So many little things that can make even the plainest things not like a drudge. I get a little bit slightly upset when I see people not enjoying eating. So you better be smiling when you're eating. Or it should breathe some life into you when you eat. Eat is practically providing you energy. Come on. Cucumbers, red onions, and tomatoes survived. Ooh, I'm surprised the tomatoes survived. But they didn't lose everything, thankfully. Oh, okay. I fear a lot of times tomatoes are the most the least sturdy. What did you lose then? What type of greens didn't make it? You lose 2 of the 4 tomato plants. I see. Oh, what were the sensitive plants that you had in your garden? Let me see. 强烈
强烈，
哦，
他
强烈，
强烈的否认了
强烈。
指控。
强烈。嗯，
适度，
适度的体育活动。
嗯，
特产，
我带回来许多特产。
我带回来，回来许多特产 special goods. How you say special goods? You lost white onions. Oh, garlic, parsley. Interesting. Even parsley, huh? And you were growing red and yellow roses. Oh, yeah, roses will definitely. Yeah, flowering flowers, like those types of flowers. But parsley. That's interesting that the parsley got knocked out. Oh, parsley sounds great though. Garden, fresh out of the garden back. Parsley. Hmm. Sure. Yeah. Lid, ice, cross. G. Oh, Lee. Hmm. What in Deer Nation? That's supposed to be deer, right? No. What? Wait, really? Hmm.
护士，
我妹妹是护士，
Hmm. Is it like specialty? Did I not type specialty? Did I misspelled it so horribly that I didn't type specialty? I must have misspelled so terribly. Oh, that's rate. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sure, yeah. Lee. Wait. Oh, that's I typed Lou, not Lee. My bad. Wait. Hmm. What? But that's dung. Orman, heart. That's supposed to be a cowboy. And a shack. Not that. No, I don't have time for that. Qing. Oh, right. Celebrating. That's fine. Whoops. What? What am I looking at? Crazy pills and an arm. Oh.
形势，
目前的形势很不稳定。
形势 shape power I have no idea. You're waiting to see if any buds come back for the Trinidad scorpion peppers. You just and Carolina reapers. You just happen to be doing that. Or the toast as well. The leaves look somewhat healthy. I didn't realize you had a palette for the lava. I love lava. During one of the storms, one of your long elevated planters fell and they spilled out and they got somewhat crushed by another planter that also fell. Ah, I see. I love eating lava. Jazz mentioned chilies earlier. Lava, the spice of life. What? Oh, Ima. Whoops. Shape and power. Like the size of force, the situation. Oh, the shape of the power. Okay, the shape of the. It's more like the shape of the situation. Okay. Sorry, I'm
巨
too
大，
巨人是巨大的，
too fixated on lava. You do not. Your partner does though. Oh, he could eat them like they're candy. Oh, you cry when you eat hot Cheetos. Oh, that's fine. Yeah. What is the running euphemism? You know when you're having a good time when you no longer have a good time after eating. You know? Like after the day's over. That's when you know you had a good time. It goes in fighting, it comes out fighting. That's when you know you're alive. Not for everyone. Oops. What is going on? Oh, I keep typing T. That was not meant to be. 失业率
失业率，
这个城市的失业率很高。
Oh, flaming hot Cheetos though. Do you have this? But did you have the super hot flaming hot Cheetos? You know, the flaming super flaming the triple flaming hot Cheetos. Ah, I do have a guilty pleasure when it comes to. If I had to get a processed food, which I will, by the way, once a year, around once a year, I have an opportunity to like buy processed foods. I would do them at Otakon. I would like buy, I don't know. I'll go to the convenience store and buy like some Doritos. No, just the regular, and you drank almost half a gallon of milk. Okay. At first, you know, not everyone cultivates Trinidad scorpions and Carolina reapers, but boy. You're doing your partner a solid by cultivating them.
移动，
把桌子移动到那边。
Okay. 逛公园. What? Oh. Sometimes I hit Q instead of G.
逛公园，
我每天早上都去逛公园。
Okay. Try not to go too far past midnight today, you know? That's not a drunkard. What is it? A halberd? Okay.
案件，
警方正在调查这宗案件。
Dang it. My gut feeling failed.
财，
What? Oh, that's Mung.
替代品，
水没有替代品。
姨妈，
姨妈总是给我们很多糖果。
Yima? This is a mole rat. He can handle jalapenos sometimes, but only in a specific instance when you make corn salsa. Ah, okay, okay. Fair enough, fair enough. No habaneros I see in your corn salsa. Not a habaneros. That's a... I guess that is quite a significant bump, huh? Going from jalapenos to habaneros. Do you grow habaneros as well? Oh, I like how slightly sweet habaneros are. Heck no, you probably die. Habaneros are kind of sweet, you know, there's some sweetness to them. I guess a particular variety of habaneros. Oh, I'm so hungry. Alright, alright, alright. What is this? I want to say YOLO.
带，
Okay. I don't... Is that supposed to be a bag? Oh, that's supposed to be a bag.
喜庆，
婚礼的气氛非常喜庆。
替，
You grew jalapenos and habaneros last year trying Trinidad and... Oh, okay, Carolina Reapers this year instead. I know spice from last year, you guys. Dang.
起诉，
他会被起诉的。
Huh.
梦，
That's fine. Ah! Oh, I got that confused. Oh no, I told myself I wasn't gonna do that, but I did. How did this work? No. That didn't help.
给，
起诉. Bring up and accuse? Raise again?
闭嘴，
请闭嘴，我在工作。
Hmm. Hmm.
硬
Hmm.
燃
It's like to bring up again, to sue. Oh, to prosecute. Oh, prosecute. Oh. Ah. To like accuse is, I guess sue works too. I think I should write to accuse. Like you're raising up an accusation again, or suing. I guess that's fine. 精彩。
精彩
他的发言很精彩。
Brilliant. I got Ke and I got Ke and Tai mixed up. That hurt my soul. Oh no, wait. That's not Tai, right? That might be Diao. Diao. Oh no. That's fine. That's fine. Let's just keep going. Don't worry about it. Fill it out. Fill it out. And it's gone. It is so gone. Hmm. So gone. Oh, yeah, I want to add oh, wait. That's fine. We'll go back around. Oh, why is that being blocked? Wait. Wait. Whoa. Third. There's so much going on in that character, and I can't seem to get my mind out of being stuck on crossbeam and fork. Or actually, I think it's the caliper that's throwing me off. Oh, it's a random block. I'm not gonna worry about this. Oh no, it is. Oh, I messed up the jiao. Jiao. I think I wrote jiao, not zao. I think I typed jiao multiple times instead of zao. Oh, that's fine. Okay. It's not the thing that I was worried about. Search for. That's fine.
寻找
Jinjiao. Jinjiao, and what about this? The plow? The flowers. The turf and the sun. This was okay. And now it's not. I thought it was that, but it's not. The plow is really important here. The plow gives... It's quite unique. What did I think about the explosion episode? Like, it was okay. What specifically, what part of the episode were you specifically curious about? I think it's not that much different from, ironically, the episode before it. Or is it after it? I think the episode after it dealt with the bomb too. But in a different way. Yeah, this is a block. Yeah, of course, to borrow the plow, yeah. To borrow the plow to clear through the stuff. Oh, that's dare, not turn into.
放映，
今天有多少场放映？
What?
浅，借，母猪，
那只母猪很大只，
料，咱俩，
咱俩找个地方说说话吧。
总结，
做总结，
What?
聊天，
我们在咖啡厅里聊天聊得很开心。
吸，延平，
不好意思，
倍数，
15是3的倍数。
I hit the wrong thing there.
加倍，
这项任务需要加倍努力。
意， 泉水，
我可以喝这泉水吗？
他俩，
他俩是最好的朋友。
What? Hanging. Hanging. Like direction towards showing. Oh. Oh. Okay. Fine. I really want to finish I really want to finish soon today, so I'm not gonna belabor it too much. I'll do it tomorrow.
停顿，
演讲中有个停顿，
You just thought him going through blind temporarily was interesting, and poor Grace thinking someone liked her on for him to turn out to be the culprit. Oh. Oh, right. Yeah. That's true. Him being blind? It didn't turn out as, he was very consistent. I think the blindness thing was very consistent. Like, he behaved very consistently. It wasn't devastating. Which was an interesting approach. I think it was interesting in the sense that they followed through with his character just adapting to the premise as opposed to they went comedy instead of drama. And then Grace, yeah, that's understandable. Grace definitely been through a lot more after that one. I just finished the episode where Grace like took the step and initiated romantic relations with Rigsby from the Chandler's house, the house of the treasure house episode.
"不均，
工作分配不均，
跳舞，
我可以请你跳舞吗？
I don't think he did very much beyond what he typically does, but he does rely on like a sense of smell. I suppose he had that whole thing about feeling, touching, and smelling again. So there was all that, but he still does all those things in other episodes. They're just more heightened because of his blindness. I thought the scene with him, speaking of that blindness thing, I thought the scene where he found the Red John person and one of the middle person was a blind woman. I'm not sure if that was before or after the bombs, when he temporarily lost his sight. I'm pretty sure it was after. So it didn't really leave a lasting impact on him being blinded temporarily. Well, he bounced back. So their approach was interesting in that regard. In a way, it kind of made it inconsequential since his behavior didn't really reflect that too much. He relies on his sight quite a lot. Like there was one where there's scenes like he stare at the roof and he's like, that ceiling spot is bigger, and then it turned out to be like they had a mole. It was a giveaway for the mole on the politician episode, you know, when they hired an inside man, a fixer. I was inside and there was the fixer that moved his couch. Oh, that's basically what you meant. It was interesting. Yeah, like he adjusted, which is good. I think that's kind of a great way to go about it. Like what I mean is it's different. It's definitely different. And I do feel that is how hyper functioning people go about things. Like it's only temporarily stymies him, right? Sherlock does that quite a lot, right? In fact, it reminds me of a scene from Sherlock. Remember when he got shot? He got shot non-fatally by Freeman's wife character. I've got her name. And then he had like they try to slow down time and know that he can be composed even when he's incapacitated. Or House did similar things, right? Remember the House arc where he was inside his head because he got shot? Where like people who are high functioning ends up adjusting really rapidly to their conditions. So that's the way they went about it, which very, very plausible. They also inflicted a lot of the comedy in it. Like, hey, where's my tea? You know, like who's gonna make the tea kind of situation, which actually is a reference to high functioning people. Like Big Bang Theory has a lot of tea references about how to prep things properly. It's one of those like tropes to illustrate that someone is high functioning. They're very particular about their details and can be heightened when you lose one of your senses. So that's always fun. Like, have you ever tried eating with your eyes closed, right? Versus when your eyes are open, that kind of thing. Most people who have eaten some, like, live long enough, they probably have encountered where if you remove the sense of smell from eating, how it impacts, like, the experience. So it's kind of like removing your sensory in certain ways. There are sometimes I would run with my eyes closed outside because I ran the same path for a really long time now. So I would like, if it's a straightaway, I would run and close my eyes and try to like feel other senses, like the packs, like when I hit the ground and pushing off. So you have all of that interesting interactions. Okay, 47. Let's keep going. Okay. Oh, this is what? Oh, it's not. This is the female thing.
英寸，
他只比我高1英寸。
Practice that. What? Showing? I don't like how they're going about that at the moment. Is that a sunflower? Oh,
负，
uh, Oh, screening is there. Actually, I could use screening. Is it a fool? It's a fool.
绿
Ugh! It's 3.
尾 西式
西式快餐，
What? 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 No. Oh no. Oh no, wait. That's fine.
当兵
他明年要当兵，
I mean, that's fine.
离开
我们几点要离开？
先按
What in tarnation? Wait, how did I screw that up?
"研究生
That was a typo, that's fine.
食言勇敢
他是一个非常勇敢的人，
I totally went for it and it totally failed. It's not what I think it looks like. It's something else.
谈判
谈判中断了，
谈判 Yeah, so the little bits, you're semi-close to one of the semi-major shakeups of season 2. Be ready? I'm sure I'm ready for it. I'm sure I'm ready. It's episodic television. When was the last time I wasn't ready for something? Actually, let me think of an example that I wasn't ready for. Yeah, I don't get immersed in shows too often. Well, oh, there, Jasu. Most of the time, most of the time, I'm already I'm always behind. I'm always breaking the fourth wall. We'll be ready in the sense of keep an eye out. Like, probably. Oh, keep an eye out. Like it's gonna happen soon, I suppose. Yeah. I'm always ready. That's kind of the whole idea of watching things. But when was I not ready for something? That's an interesting thing. I don't think it's been a very long time since I'm not ready for something I choose to do. So that's kind of a tough thing. The only examples that I would choose is things that happened because they weren't planned. So like, I don't know, an accident, right? I was not ready when I flipped my car. Well, actually, I was kind of ready because of flipping the car, but it's not like I was ready to say, oh, hey, today's the day I flipped the car. But I'm not sure if I wasn't ready for something. Most of the time is I'm not ready for a show to randomly be canceled. That's probably what I'm not ready for. What is that? Unceremoniously, like, having a character swap can be not ready. When like contracts and politics get in with the show, and then there's a sudden change, right? And then the character is written off. That you can't ever foresee unless you were following the office politics. But typically, those types of things deal with executive stuff. So the shows, like showrunners and materials, can be unceremoniously removed. Like, I was not ready for season 4 of Star Trek Enterprise when they basically ended the show. It was the only original Star Trek series that ended because it was unceremoniously ended. So you can have like Monk, for example. Monk had the female character suddenly swapped because of political differences. And it has a couple interesting storylines mixed into the regular procedural stuff. I can imagine. They've been doing that occasionally. Fairly light on it overall, but you know, occasionally they have been sprinkling in some of that stuff. I mean, it's got to bound to it has to happen at some point per season. At least one like couple experimental things within a season.
简直
我简直不能想象有这种事。
I don't want to think about this right now. Simple, really. Usually straightforward. Okay, like Genjir was Jian was supposed to be simple, right? Simple, straight. It's getting very difficult to have multiple. Hey, you actually never finished Monk because you didn't like the replacement for Monk's assistant person? Oh, that's interesting. Huh. She ended up being the better she was better received than the first one. That's interesting. Might be a more of a first come first serve kind of situation.
山脚
工厂坐落在山脚下，
Yeah, did you know why she got replaced? She got replaced because she thought she would have she was underpaid for her role, and then she had other prospects. She thought she had other prospects, but it turned out it didn't work. Monk is a fairly old show, so there was that time. It's not quite clear if she was. It's not like these things are disclosed, so there wasn't any like disagreements with the new actress, so it could have been a conflict of interest. Like there wasn't like special accommodations made for the new actress, and that new actress didn't confirm nor deny or reinforce whether there was a contractual disagreement.
感谢，
我感谢你的帮助。
深，闪，
What? Oh. Added you.
发烧，考虑，
我们应该考虑他人的感受。
Yeah, she goes on to have that new character. Then if you didn't finish because you didn't like the replacement, how long did you watch it? Because the actress is only around for 20% of Monk, like 20-30% of Monk. So the other actress was in it for the longer tenure. So that might have been a lot of Monk. I'm not even sure if I'm making references that checks out in Monk.
"概括，
这篇文章概括了这本书。
概括。Huh. Really?
权利，
我们开派对的权利。
派对的权利。What? Oh, right. Well, right and privilege are actually quite similar. Let me clarify, you have not watched every single episode with her in it. You did skip around and in the end did watch a lot of episodes, but I'm sure there are things you missed but not watch every single episode. Oh, okay. Fair enough.
"脱下，
请脱下外套。
无所谓，
我觉得无所谓。
Approximately. Approximately included. Summarize. Okay.
竟然
我竟然忘了吃饭。
Whoops.
包括
我们一共有5个人，包括我在内。
I guess include is fine too. Yeah.
买色刺耳
刺耳的声音让人难以忍受。
贴何谓
何谓快乐？
何谓快乐？
扫
Rights and privileges are very kind of overlapping without context. What happened there? Oh, is it 2? Did I mess up?
「压迫」
绝望的氛围压迫着他们。
What? Yikes. That's not what I thought. I made the mistake. Okay, I gotta think about that. Send help. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I hit the wrong button. Dude. It's still contain. Contain and include are good enough. Actually. Hmm.
月 网址
这是我们的新网址。
解脱
他终于解脱了困境。
T
So what happened here? Yuan, definitely. And
圆圈
这幅画有许多彩色的圆圈，
I made so many typographical errors. Like a friend circle. Just circle. Circle works. Like a click.
丰收
连年丰收。
Oh no, wait. That's or bumper harvest, sure.
或刺眼
刺眼的光让我头痛，
酸甜
这杯果汁有一种特殊的酸甜味道。
浅色
这个房间的墙是浅色的，
Oh, yeah. This is the one that I got mixed up.
撤
How did this work? Charge? Sure. It got lost. I have no idea. This is from yesterday, so I'm okay. Thorough, yeah. This is one of the... I'm surprised that that's the only one. Okay, so we got a bit of a few stinkers, right? What are the few stinkers? Let's see. Lao, Di, Qi, O. Xi, Xi, gay, gay. Oh, is this one again? Jie. Jie is complementary to. Oh no, wait, that's on the Japanese side. Oh, this must be jie for Japanese, actually. This must be simplified. What did jie look like? Oh no, it doesn't look anything like this, so it must be a different thing. Oh no, wait. Oh, it is. It's simplified. It's just the bottom. Okay, so, okay, yeah. It's this bottom character, and then the leader was simplified, and then they removed the flower. You're gonna attempt to get some rest? Yeah, it was a pleasure. I'll keep an eye out for season 2, wherever the episode is. I'll probably get to that episode this evening because we have plenty of time. Yeah, it was a pleasure. I'll see if I can figure out what you mean by keep an eye out. In before I say everything except the thing that you thought was interesting. We'll see. Sleep well. Yeah, sleep well. Try to sleep, you know, improve your quality of sleep. I hope you get some quality sleep. Nice. Take care. Thank you for the company. Oh, how did I board this up? That's fine. 火把 香 what is that? 香蕉 适度 was that's fine. 适度离开感谢 is fine. 银色 we just practice 银 so 食物应当万岁 名称 is kind of its name there's various versions of name 一向电王 that's fine 大力 was kind of not great, right? Energetic. Showing big energy is good enough. Qi Su has come up multiple times, so I guess we'll write that. Su. Kali. Okay, Chisu is a big one. It's a repeat. And then I got stuck on this again. Biao, not the... I messed up the biao part, but the right part. Biao T. T is getting loose. So biao... I guess I would have figured that out at some point. I wasn't sure on Jianzhi as much. What was the simple part of it? Bamboo? Oh, he was trying to find a simple way of making bamboo. Actually, I don't know. And wasn't like a simple way to make money by turning bamboo into... Okay, yeah. Okay. I forgot mole rat for a bit. Oh, this thing. Oh no, fool. I almost forgot fool too. And I got a mix up of Tai and Ke. No, Liao and Ke. Liao and Ke are... Pick that up. Liao Ke. Oh, and Fang Ying. Fang Ying is problem. Fang Ying. Dai just looks weird. Got a little stuck on Li. I typed Lu instead of Li. Can be a problem. There's one other plow. Oh, it was 借 yeah 借 so let's see 借 for short 借起what was it 起诉借起诉科料借起诉科料and 放映 alright we'll do those. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. That is not what I meant to do. All right, let's review. You did buy some new pillows. Maybe that'll help on your rickety couch. Old rickety couch. I would love to, you know what? Keep that in mind. Pillows, huh? Hopefully that works out for you. Okay, we have Mao. Rang. Was it Qiao? That Qiao? Yeah, oops. Wrong location. Qiao Lian. Soil legs ill. Oh no. Isn't this the right? Lu is the weak. Oh, Lu is weak. Very weak. Shuai can be a little tough. And then no. Hong. I think Lu is the weakest. Yeah, Lu. No, 什么？ No. 闹钟。宁静。缺席。Yeah, 缺席。暑假。香木。哎，香木 ，right。袋子。热闹。what was it? 热闹。Hot noise. lively or commotion or yeah, lively. Yeah. Same. Shu qi. Okay, yeah, fine. Shou. 首席。安宁。No. 主席。掐什么？ Oh, this one can be a little tough. 掐境 and what is this? No good. 掐境 Guy is really weak. Oh man. Guy, all the other guys are pretty weak too. Like Guy for approximate. Actually, a lot of the high school stuff are really weak. The I part. Alright, we got Mario heading to the bathroom of the barn. Wait, this is Mao, not Mao. Oh no, this is Mao. He's in the bathroom? Okay. So he's running to the bathroom because he lost his cap. Right? He lost his cap, so he improvised by taking a towel and making a veil out of it. But that has like spots and stuff. Like the cows, you know? No idea why, but he lost his iconic red hat, so he substituted with a veil made of a towel with like spots. White spots like cows. To blend in, you know? Like Mario Galaxy. And there's a hat. He turns into a cow. Even before that actually happens in Mario. Okay, Robin Hood. So Robin Hood snuck into the pawn shop to steal some vintage stuff. But he ended up encountering a bulldog where he dips and dives and dodges until he grabbed a moon-shaped item in which he sets fire with the burner too, right? The burner too, in order for him to where he sets fire or ignites it to keep the doggo away. Now we have Charlie Brown outside the barn where he's constantly being mocked or copied by a bunch of fingers. A few fingers. He's, especially depresso. wondering why the fingers won't just like bother the cows instead, you know. Then we have Link. This is a Link, yes, Link again. Escaping to the bathroom of the pawn shop, hoping to work on smelting some stuff. And he's using a toilet bowl as his like cauldron or something, you know. He takes some metal, place it in the toilet bowl, and set some letters on fire, hoping to smelt the stuff and then maybe like sell it in the pawn shop, perhaps. Toilet bowl kind of makes a pretty decent, well, there's a hole in the end, you have to kind of plug it, but the ceramic might make for a decent thing. Okay, Luke. All right. Yeah, Leon is kind of semi-okay, because it's related to the other Leon. Lu is probably the toughest. Not Lu is probably the toughest. So Luke Skywalker is sneaking off to the bathroom of his basement. I mean, of his house. To the bathroom of his house, where he suddenly feel like things are off. Suddenly everything look like he's in a faraway land, right? And not in his bathroom, where there are hills and lots of dirt. And when he's walking, his legs give off this sensation that is unreal. Like he's being tricked or something. And that's fine. Jedi mind trick. Sure. Then we have Sherlock. Sherlock, as part of his investigation, found his way to the bathroom of a high school, seemingly observing an interesting looking gnome that was draped in a towel. The gnome happens to be disguised like a commander. And that towel had there was clues on that towel. Let's see. Now we have Tarzan, who's finally approaching the inside of a temple, having recently traveled a Chinese mile to be confronted by a child monk that was standing guard in which they found some mutual relationships, right? Like, because Tarzan has a demeanor that may be considered childlike and austere. So then they went to meditate together. Okay, so some of the stuff that from today, we have that's pretty sloppy. Let's try that again. Qi what? Oh, qi su. Right, qi su. Which is in it to bring up accusations or to sue. Fine. Also have the mix between 料 and ke, which can be mixed up. So liao being materials, and ke being academic pursuit or academic discipline. Dang it. I really should be writing these. Borrow 借 Oh, not 借 借 not 借 borrow one more that was older. I suppose that's fine. Like going through all the Chisu is probably the nagging ones. Oh, I did get stuck on. Ooh, I don't know what that character is made of. Let's try. There might be a dot up here too. No. Yeah, it's this. Alright, let's try that again. That's a little messy. What was this? Qing. Qing happened more than once. It's kind of tough in general. Qing, which is it's kind of like celebrate. And there was next to Xi Qing, which is like joyous, happy. Almost lost the Lü. No. Yeah, Lü, because yeah, we had two Lus, but it's this Lu. For rate. Versus Lu or ponder. It was something dealing with contain, include. Include was kinda sucky, so things would cool. How did cool work? Yeah, that's the tongue. Yeah, cool. Cool had some contain, include, situation. Summarize. Summarize was pretty bad. Cool was part of it. Oh, approximate. Guy. Guy is... Butler. Yeah. Guy Qual. I think. Summarize. Yeah, Guy Qual. Or I would think of it more like to approximate. Summarize. There's something I'm missing. It'll probably come to me tomorrow. I'll go look back. Alright. That's a wrap today. A little bit longer than expected, of course. Got a little chatting. We talked about food. Love talking about food. Gotta bring it up. Food, and then more banter. Lots of banter. I like having some evening things to talk about when we're watching and sharing things. And as always, feel free, right? Alright, okay. That's the end of HanziHero. Maybe you're gonna watch this later. Yeah. As always, feel free to follow along. Pick up HanziHero for yourself. Try it out. Or stop on by. Share some stories, experiences. I love to talk about them. I love asking questions. Questions help me get to know people, right? Practice expression. A thing that I emphasized before, communication. It's not a double standard. It's very different. There are specific skills that I feel comes from a lot of doing rather than knowledge checking, right? I often feel, I did a little digression here and there about HanziHero. There's only so much knowledge that will keep you from doing things, right? And understanding where your threshold is. Being overly concerned about the specific details of certain things are great. However, there is an upper limit. When does planning and constant concerns prevent from experimentation and then developing learning aspects from that experimentation? So it's a fine line. It's something I touched upon when I was talking to the other person about science, methodologies and whatnot. Operating in the ideal is often balanced in operating in adaptivity, right? Or sufficiency. Oftentimes, I balance the idealistic nature of knowledge and prior knowledge that you get from the contributions of other experiences versus the gaining of experience through achieving sufficiency. Like, things are sufficient. To be sufficient, it allows to counter the potentially insurmountable concerns and worries, And I often feel that it's worth inculcating that when it comes to like learning a language, waiting for the ideal situation constantly can be understandable, but it doesn't make it less insecure. Like, I often think that being uncomfortable and insecure has quite a lot of, can be attributed to a lot of inexperience. And experience can go a long way to even perhaps sacrificing some of that time for that knowledge. That experience can do wonders to make the knowledge you have all that more valuable, right? Until then, stay safe, folks. Those who are only interested in HanziHero, 大家下次见, right? I'll see you guys next time. That's it for today. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye bye.